This is the December 2012 edition of We Heart Pop featuring Olly Murs. The target audience for this magazine is generally 14 to 17-year-old girls. The biggest amount of text on the cover is the logo. The use of a plural pronoun we makes the whole magazine quite inclusive and unites all the readers and the creators together. The basic logo is in black and white, but on this edition it has included a rectangle background of Christmas wrapping paper. This is where the theme of Christmas is first made obvious. This logo is only small and on the top left-hand corner, whereas on the Rock Sound magazine it goes all the way across. This may be because the Rock Sound brand is more recognisable to the target audience, whereas this target audience would see the CVI before the logo. The splash is the second biggest font in white with black shadowing, which makes it pop off the page more and catch the reader's attention. This attention would then be brought towards the Christmas-themed pun Merry Xmas, which relates back to the CVI Olly Murs. This makes it more clear that he is the main focus of the magazine. The description to the magazine is in a white text box with pink font, and it follows the angle of the splash, linking them together. By giving it a bit of description to the main article, it is more likely to entice the viewer into buying the magazine and to read more about it. This is also used in Rock Sound, but the descriptions are a lot vaguer, as the audience are more mature and would be more likely to be enticed by that. All of the other text that involves a band or artist on the cover is white with a pink text box to make it stand out and catch the attention of the fans. This could be to symbolise how they are all big in the music world, but they are constantly competing for the attention of fans. The use of puns is present throughout the cover, such as Take Splat and Season Beatings. This keeps the cover lines festive and fun, which is what the Christmas season is all about. It puts people in a festive mood, which makes them happier and more giving, also more willing to spend money on luxuries like magazines. However, puns are not used on the Rock Sound magazine, as the audience is more mature and are less likely to want humour from the magazine. They want information. Puffs are a common theme within this cover, using one on top of a collage of images that says Festive Fitness. The alliteration is what makes it stand out more than the puff, as it incorporates the Christmas theme and the fitness of the male singers. Alliteration is also used in the puff Get Some Catwalk Cool This Christmas. The contents are completely different to the rest of the magazine, as it is not music related, so the puff separates the text and images from the rest. Inside this puff, another one is used on top of the image collage, within the description of the subheading. This is then a yellow and black writing, the only bit of yellow used on the page, which differentiates the article from the others. A puff is also used on the Rock Sound magazine. However, it is in yellow, and this colour is used very sparsely on this cover. This contrasts the puffs on We Heart Pop, as pink is a very overused colour within the magazine. One of the main colours used on the cover is pink, which usually has the connotations of romance, which links the main splash cover line of Olly Murs in a secret relationship. Also, the idea of romance is something girls are very involved in, especially at the ages of 14 to 17. This makes the magazine a lot more appealing. The white not only suggests the Christmas theme, but it has the connotations of innocence and purity, which suggests that the magazine contains child-friendly content, which would make any parent who are perhaps buying this for their child feel a lot better about what their child will be reading. The central visual image is related to the splash of Olly Murs leaning into the page, which provides more room for text. He is giving the camera quite a presumptuous look, which responds to the splash of his secret romance. In the bottom right-hand corner there is a collage of images of male singers, which is appealing to the target audience, and all of the images are bright and happy, which influences the perception of the magazine. It makes it clear that it is a light-hearted and joyful magazine. However, on Rock Sound, the boost images used are of both men and women. The images are not posed and are taken when they are singing, which contrasts with the We Heart Pop magazine. Names are not present on this magazine, as the fans are expected to know who they are, as they are a more mature audience. However, on We Heart Pop, the names are present. Layered on top of this collage is clip art snowflakes, which not only fits the Christmas theme but breaks up the collage, blends it into the background and brightens any dark areas. Whereas We Heart Pop tries to avoid any dark areas, Rock Sound thrives off the dark background, as it suits the genre more. By layering everything in this way, it suggests how they believe none of the artists are better than each other, or that they play a bigger part in this edition of We Heart Pop. The entire layout of the magazine cover is a structured mess. Everything is collaged and layered and slanted. This allows every white space to be filled and represents the busyness of the music industry and how Olly Murs is breaking through it.